Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast, Construction Tech-Tics. I'm Tarika, your host. I'm the co founder and head of business at nCircle Tech. And I'm thrilled to be here with you again to spotlight remarkable women driving change in construction technology. Today, my guest is a digital project manager, Sthavya. She was one of the first few members when I formed Women in Construction Tech chapter in the UK. When I met her first time last year, I absolutely loved her passion for technology. Since then, she has been an active member of the chapter. She has been ahead of the curve, diving into tech like AI, automation, digital twins to transform how construction projects come to life. And since then, I keep checking with her the latest tech and tools with her to keep my knowledge up, keep my game up in the field. When I first thought of starting this podcast, I discussed the idea with her and took her inputs. Today, I'm honored to invite her as my guest and excited to explore her unique path, uncover the insight she has gained along the way. So let's hear her perspective on construction tech and explore the latest trends and future possibilities she envisions for this industry. So let's jump in. Welcome, Stavya. welcome.
Hello.
Savya, I'm very happy to have you. Let's begin. Less of me speaking and more of you talking. So let's start with about yourself. How did you get into this journey?
So Tarika, I'm actually a civil engineer by education, and I started working on construction projects from the contractor side about 10 years back as a BIM engineer. Then that eventually led me to virtual design and construction. I have worked in India and Dubai in various VDC roles, and that's how I slowly started getting exposed to ConTech, which was beyond just BIM tools. And then I just got hooked. So I started exploring the contact market, and it was part of my job to look for different tools that solves different problems within the industry.
Mhm.
Now I work for a design firm, for a landscape design firm, and now I'm always in the lookout for tech or features, that assist my design team and improves our process.
I'm sure Camlin is lucky to have you. And it
So
sounds like you're meant for the contact industry. It's just that they lost you for a first few years and then, you know, you got into it well nicely. It must be really rewarding to be in the position where you are discovering new tools and telling this tool to your teams, and teams come back and tell you, oh, you helped us and make us do faster. So speaking of tools, can you share some insights into what kind of tools products you find interesting in this construction tech industry?
So I try to make it a point to attend the Digital Construction Week here in London, and I attended this year as well. So few of them that I found interesting this year were, a few quantity estimation tools like Conviz, CostX, and then another one with respect to materials. So they have sensors on site to track materials. It was a company called SiteSense. Then, I came across different AI tools that are converting drawings to renders, concept sketches into renders, like Visoid. I also came across this robotic dog for surveying by Boston Dynamics. So all of these are very fascinating tools, and they do automate some very mundane aspects of work. So this is extremely fascinating to me.
Yeah, that those are really interesting advancement, and especially everyone talks about the RoboDog and get fascinated while it moves into the hall. I was also there at DCW, and saw a lot of new tools and technology that is improving the workflow automation and efficiency in construction. Howsoever slow we feel construction industries, but this is the industry where we have the maximum opportunity to automate. Even the smallest change that we could do with the simplest tool, it really helps in big way. So it's good to see how tools like these are, streamlining workflows, especially when it comes to tasks that used to be really time intensive.
Yeah.
Uh, and definitely DCW is one of the best shows when it comes to construction tech, and and talk about your ideas, your problems that you may face in construction tech. You meet who's who in the construction tech industry at DCW. I really found a lot of fascinating tools around information management, asset management, digital twins, net zero, and geospatial. So it was really good for me to upgrade my knowledge around construction tech.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good place.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of tools again, what kind of tools you or your team have been using personally and you found them really helpful in your role?
So I work in landscape design right now, and it's a slightly overlooked field. We work a lot with Vectorworks because Vectorworks has a separate module for landscape. And recently, Vectorworks has come up with AI integrations as well. So that's definitely helping us to transition as well. Then a few features of Vectorworks that we really use and love are, shadow study. There's a geo image along with automated reports. All of these are easy, especially from a landscape perspective. And, you can export it in formats that needs to be submitted to the client. And they're aesthetically pleasing as well, especially when it comes to landscape, things have to look pretty. So, Vectorworks has these few features which we really love, and they're good for providing information in a time efficient manner.
Yeah, it's nice how to see how Vectorworks, especially with its AI rendering, are helping streamline design and presentation for landscape elements. Vectorworks with AI sounds like a powerful tool for creating visually engaging, data-rich presentations. Personally, we have been working with Vectorworks on developing different tools and technology for over 10 years now. And when someone talks about the latest features in Vectorworks, it fills my heart. So thank you for mentioning, all these tools and features. Are there any specific area within construction tech that you believe are ripe for disruption and innovation?
I would say as an industry, we definitely need to figure out better ways to reduce wastage.
Yeah.
And also, we can improve the design efficiency. Now that we have few tech trying to automate various aspects. Now, working in a design firm, I would love if we could have tech that converts, hand sketches to presentable concept drawings with very minimal work. We have been recently experimenting with Procreate and Morphelia Trace. So Trace, we have been experimenting more because it works better with Vectorworks. And also it has a DWG conversion feature.
Yeah,
So
that sounds interesting and fascinating technology. I'm sure whosoever is listening would also love to try that. I was also talking to one of my friends in construction tech, and this company has been coming up quite evidently these days called Snaptrude. Uh, they have been making design in Revit online, and it's been very successful tool, and getting adopted by a lot of architects. I know you use Vectorworks and this works on Revit, but this is also another tool that I found very fascinating to help convert sketches into presentable drawings quickly.
yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yes. And since you mentioned about AI, AI-based tools, what do you feel about AI in construction? Your thoughts, your feelings, any concerns?
It's definitely the buzzword in the industry right now. I am an enthusiast. I'm not afraid of it yet. I do believe that it can be useful in certain sectors, more than the others. So for example, in terms of carbon footprint calculations or, reducing wastage, I think AI would help us a lot over there.
Mhm.
And we definitely need to learn to work with it and enhance our workflow.
Mhm.
At Camlins now, we have started using AI, especially to convey difficult design ideas to
Mhm.
clients, especially in the concept stage. It isn't perfect yet, and there's plenty of scope to work, uh, you know, for AI to be better as well as for us to work with AI.
Yeah, we keep telling to our clients who, ask us to implement AI solutions that treat AI solution as your intern in your office, a new intern in your office, who's learning, but once learned, that intern can really work 24/7 for you, not dehumanizing anybody, but AI is a machine once trained, it can really, help you work 24/7. And you can guide this intern nicely. The better you guide this intern, the better output you'll start getting. So that's the perspective. And I think if we work with this kind of perspective with AI, it's quite practical, and quite grounded perspective for all of us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think it's going to replace anyone, but it's definitely going to improve our efficiency.
Yes. Yes, and in fact, I this era, I feel definitely need AI, because we're sitting on so much data, and data is a gold mine. We need AI to analyze this data. We need AI to, come up with some analysis, which is, which could take hours and hours of, human to come up with, some kind of analogy and some kind of analysis. So definitely, AI is not going to, like you said, AI is not going to replace anyone, but definitely give us better solutions and, make us better in delivering our services in this industry.
Mm.
And we have been working quite aggressively in building AI tools for the industry. We have, come up with various tools like AI-based rendering, AI-based dashboards, and scan2bim.ai. So, trying our bit, yeah, using AI and delivering some really good solutions. I'm very excited about AI, and I'm not threatened.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. In your perspective, what's the biggest challenge, or you can say opportunity that construction technology faces in 2024?
Um, like you said, we are extremely fragmented in terms of data, in terms of number of stakeholders, the interoperability between the different solutions. It's like boon and a curse. So another challenge I have felt, especially since I work with tech, is I'm not a big fan of changing our way of working according to the tech's requirement. So I'm extremely pro customizable techs, which I genuinely believe, will help us to deliver what we want the way we want. And I also think that we can improve tech to reduce our energy consumption as an industry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's quite interesting. And speaking of challenges from my perspective, I feel that the biggest challenge in construction or construction technology these days is the diversity, a lack of women participation. And at the same time, in the same breath, I want to say that I see this as an opportunity for us to power this industry with innovation and technology. Earlier we used to talk about, women being less available, the less women participation in construction, but construction technology, where you have to really build technology, adopt technology, implement solutions in technology, has given us a new era, a new era of opportunities to participate more. So no bias for any gender, but do you believe there have been less women in construction, and what could be the reason, and what are the opportunities in your perspective for, women in this industry in next 10 years?
Earlier this year, I actually read an article in Construction News that women are only about 15% of the industry.
Mm-hmm.
15% in the industry. It's definitely improved over the past years, but the
Mm-hmm.
percentages are still skewed compared to a lot of other industries.
Mm-hmm.
The main reason, in my opinion, is definitely awareness.
Yeah.
Then, working conditions, considering a lot of sites are further away from the cities or, slightly in remote locations.
Mm-hmm.
And another big issue is the social issue. So we need to definitely encourage more women and let them know that there are plenty of opportunities within the construction industries, and not necessarily all of them are, site-based or physical work. There are a lot of opportunities apart from these.
Mm. Yeah, you're very right, actually. The low percentage, in construction, from women's side, is quite disheartening. 15% is too less, but I could also imagine, that, it, there are various factors because of which, women are not able to participate. It's a field job, there are harsh environmental conditions, that are deterrent. But also I think that, it's a, cultural and systemic barriers, at play. Just for instance, this industry has been male dominated, which might make it less inviting for women. And it's all about breaking this cycle, creating a more welcoming space for women. And this is happening through construction tech, I believe, with more roles, tech roles that are coming up, more mentorship programs that are coming up. I see a positive improvement, and I'm very hopeful that, in our next generation, no one even talk about, diversity or, less women participating in it, and I see that, women equally, participating in this industry, and, forget about diversity. There will be 100 other things that we'll be talking about,
Yeah,
forgetting this issue at all. So yeah,
hopefully.
and it's been, it's been a positive change, and women like you have been creating that kind of impact, making us proud, and it's been inspiring to see women like you, adopting new tools and talking about new tools. Uh, we have been having such a great time learning about your perspective on construction tech and women participation. But if we want to talk about one thing, one advice that you want to give to your audience, especially women who are looking to enter into construction tech, what could that be?
I would say ConTech is meant for, people who love to experiment. You understand the problems within the industry and find solutions to resolve a few of them, if not all.
Mhm.
Uh, there is tech involved in every department. So you don't have to think that, I want to get into ConTech. You could just be an estimator and trying to resolve an issue. So I think the best way would be to understand the market leaders catering to your area of interest within construction and start using them.
Mhm.
Understand the nuances, and then you can take it from there.
Yeah. True, true. You're very right. ConTech is about, people who want to experiment. So, in fact, we also believe in this. So, trust me, we have a team of almost 100 engineers working, who have been traditionally doing modeling and design work and stuff. And in our company, we give them trainings on, what can be automated, because these are the people who are on job, and they are the first one who can identify where there are opportunities to automate.
Mhm.
So, and when they understand, oh, this has been a mundane task, why I've been doing this, manually over the time, this can be automated. The tools that come out of from those discussions and those ideas, it's like, they are on ground, most useful tools.
Yeah.
So, I would say that, success in this field always comes from willingness to experiment and take risk. And
Yeah.
embracing experimentation and problem solving is the key to evolve this industry, and bring new ideas. So thank you so much, Savya, for joining and sharing your perspective, tools, and I'm sure our audience has got some new ideas hearing your you on the podcast. Um,
Anka for inviting me.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hearing from, women like you, is always a reminder of the immense value we are adding to the construction tech space, whether it's bringing smart tech through experiments, or sustainable practices, or technology adoption. It's exciting to see how together we are reimagining the future of this industry. Like I mentioned, through our company nCircle Tech, we are also trying our bit to automate this industry, to bring new technology every day in this industry, by providing, different workflow automation solutions, and, that challenge the limit of what's possible in this industry. Also, as a lead for Women in Construction Tech, UK chapter that we are both passionate about, we are always looking to expand our community, and we would love to see more women joining this movement. If you want to be part of this exciting journey, please do scan the code at the end of the video to join our community. And we are growing, and we would love to welcome more women. uh, Till then, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to catch our next episode where we continue to show more amazing women and their journey in tech and construction. Until then, stay curious, keep innovating, and celebrate the women leading the charge. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.